The moment you all have been waiting for. Amanda and Jordan finally tied the knot. But Chris is a no-show at the wedding, guys. And is Bree finally going to go solo? Stay tuned, guys. This is Little Women ATL. It's lit.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, we are super lit in here today, guys. This was such a great episode. We have so much to talk about. Amanda and Jordan finally tied the knot. And you know, Chris was a no-show at that wedding, and Bree and Emily kind of get a little bit into it. But before we get into all of that, I would love to introduce you to my lovely co-hosts who are from Atlanta, and they know all about the twerk team and up in there. So first, hey girl, Lauren.
Hey, you know, I'm just a girl, you know, trying to learn from Lexi's twerk skills every day. That's what we do after this show and before. Take it away, Lexi.
Lexi, how you doing, girl?
I'm good. I don't know where this twerk team stuff came from, but Mama, if you watching, I don't be doing none of that.
Mama, you know, we have secrets. But, you know, we'll get into all that later. We have so much to talk about. Everybody stay tuned because we have news and gossip and some juicy tweets to read off, okay? I am your lovely host, AJ, and I'm happy to be here. So, before we get into the episode, Lauren, what were your overall thoughts of today's episode?
I just felt hungry, really, from the cake. I mean, I think we're both hungry over here because we're just hungry people, I guess. But yeah, the cake was nice. It was very touching, though. It was a sweet episode. The love, you felt it. It was beautiful.
Lexi, what did you think about tonight's episode?
I loved it. I'm a sap for anything dealing with weddings, so I loved watching everything about that and just seeing all of the touching moments with her family and with Jordan. They just seemed so in love, and I just loved watching it.
I agree. I feel like tonight's episode was very emotional and sentimental. They they expressed their feelings. So we'll just go ahead and get into the wedding now. So before we get into Amanda's wedding, let's get into Andrea and Chris. We know they've been going back and forth like this whole season and the previous seasons, like their whole life. So, you know, he doesn't come to the wedding, but before that she didn't know if he was, but she wanted him to come to the wedding.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about her still wanting him to come to the wedding? Lexi?
You know, I get it, sort of, like from the outside looking in. It's like, girl, what is wrong with you? You're being stupid. Like, what is the point? And you called off the wedding, so why would you still want him there? But at the same time, and I remember thinking the same thing after the breakup, it didn't seem like he really tried to, like, make things right. She just called off the wedding and that was it. And she probably wants to feel like, oh, he wants to be with me. Let me chase after this. Let me try to make this work. Let me try to, you know, mend things. And I think that's what she wants, but it doesn't seem like that is what he wants to do. I feel like if he wanted to still be with her, he would have made an effort to call her or text her or come see her to try to work things out. And that's not what happened, unfortunately.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Lauren?
It's very heartbreaking to watch, and it's kind of sad. It's like she doesn't see her own value. And I don't know if it's just because she has the children with him, she feels like she has to make it work, because like she is definitely the prize in this from every angle. So it's just heartbreaking to watch such a sweet girl just put herself through that. But I'm glad he didn't show up personally. Not that I want her to be, you know, heartbroken, but I mean, we know they're gonna get back together because that's the pattern here.
But I hope not.
But you know, I was glad because it's like, okay, this is more proof that he's not fighting for you. Like, and that she deserved better. So it's just sad. Like, she's so sweet. It's so sad.
But on the flip side, for me, kind of thinking about it, it's like maybe she only wanted it because she saw her sister getting married and she saw that love and she was like, I want to feel that too. So maybe it's more so out of kind of wanting to have that too, more so than just wanting it to be with Chris.
No, I agree. I was trying to figure out, why does she even want him there? Like, I feel like if he came there, he would be not interested. They probably would get into it. He'd probably be flirting with another guest. Like, I just feel like, what would be Chris's purpose for being at the wedding besides to be there for a show, you know?
He definitely would have probably got into it with Amanda and Andrea's father for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad he didn't come.
Yeah. And then Money, she over here telling, Money is that friend that just give you bad advice. She was like, girl, you should call him. You want him. No, why should she call him? No, he's like trash. Money. No.
Yeah.
No.
I guess her point was more so, if you want him here, like, we don't think you should want him here, but if you do want him here, then you got to make some sort of effort to get him here, is what I hope she was just trying to say.
I hope so, because if not, if that's really how she felt, which I don't know if she did, hopefully she would, but that's what she should have said. Like, say, like, you deserve better, but, like, put that in there, because you're making her feel like she might have made the wrong choice. And really, Money, like, we love you, we love your personality, but is Moreland, like, a prize? Like, do we really want a man like him?
No.
All the issues
No.
and stuff he's put you through?
No. And I will say, this was, like, one of the only times I agree with Miss Minnie. She said that, you know, Andrea might want him there, but she doesn't think he needs to be there. Thank you, Miss Minnie. You have finally said something I agree with.
But she said it in her confessional and not at the table.
Yeah,
when
she was still telling her to call him.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna need you to say that at the table. Okay?
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't even think she might have thought about the fact, because we didn't think this because we don't think Chris really cares about her. But it probably was very hard for Chris, too, maybe, that was supposed to be his wedding. So he don't want to be there if it's not his wedding anymore. That may have been painful for him to be around.
I don't care about Chris's pain. I have no empathy for Chris.
Just trying to see it from our perspective.
Yeah, no, I agree with both everyone. So... moving on for that Chris debacle, because we are tired of him. So Amanda and Jordan, they finally go through with their vows, and so we now introduce Mr. and Mrs. Castile. And true love does exist, guys. I thought that was so sweet when they were at the table with the mom, and she was just, you know, reminiscing and just showing gratitude to her mother. What did you guys think about that?
I thought that it was sweet. The mom just seems like that family just seems so sweet. Like, I think that's what makes it even more emotional, because weddings are beautiful, love is beautiful, but the family, you could tell everyone's really vested in each other. And it was, I don't know, it was heartwarming. The mom is so sweet. I love her.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, no, it was cute, and I love how she showed her upbringing and how, you know, they kind of kept them grounded and build up their self-esteem and their confidence to allow them to be the wonderful women that they are now. So that was really, really sweet. So yeah, Andrea though, let's get more into her and how you think that she will be now that her sister is married and she isn't. How do you think that Andrea is gonna take that, Lauren?
I think it's definitely gonna pose some challenges, because it's hard, period, when, you know, your main girl, whether it be your best friend, your sister, your mom, your daughter, whoever in your life gets married, and then add on being a twin, add on you guys were supposed to get married together. There's like so many layers to it. It's definitely gonna change the relationship. But I know whatever happens, they're still gonna be able to get through it, because they're so in love.
Yeah,
My
Lexi.
sisters.
I mean, it's all a part of life. Things happen, things change. I don't think it's necessarily going to change their relationship. It's going to change some dynamics. They may not be able to hang out as much, but, I mean, they dealt with her when she had kids. That definitely brought on a change. And now she's married. That's going to bring on a change. And life is going to continue to bring even more changes. So they might as well deal with it, because they grown, and that's what life is.
Now I have a question though. So do you think that, okay, so we don't know if Andrea is going to necessarily go back to Chris. We just kind of speculate. But do you think that now that her sister is in her own world and relationship, do you think that she's more likely now to go back to Chris out of loneliness, just because, oh my gosh, my sister is married and I'm still single?
Yeah.
Possibly. You know, I honestly think Chris don't want her. Like, it don't seem like he cared that she called off this wedding. He up and dipped. He didn't matter to him anyway.
I think he just was empathizing with his pain.
Well, I do empathize. I empathize. I was just trying to think of all possible reasons why he could have not come. And I do think that's a big thing. If he really did want to marry her, then that could have been hard for him to be there. But at the same time, it don't seem like he really cared. So even if she wants to get back with him, that doesn't mean he necessarily wants to get back with her. And my hope is that he doesn't. And so he can just stay away and she can move on and find somebody else.
Yeah, my concern is I don't understand the upside to Chris. He's been unemployed. He's cheated on you. Like, they don't seem happy together because there's just so many layers of stress and resentment. Like, what is the plus other than feeling like you need to be with this person because I've already had children with him?
And they don't even take care of their kids, so it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like they need that family dynamic because they're getting that with their grandparents. No shade, but I mean, that's the situation.
Yeah. No,
That's true.
I agree. I'm interested to see how the next few episodes are going to play out now that we see that Andrea is married. I mean, Amanda is married and Andrea is not.
Single mother.
Yes. So before we go to the next topic, Lauren, you have a special message for our viewers.
I do. Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute and tell you that we are so grateful that you have made us the ESPN of TV Talk. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to our channel and all of our other channels. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, be sure to leave us a 5-star rating. All 5 stars, because the other stars don't really help us. We so love what we do here at AfterBuzz, and we appreciate you in supporting us and doing what we love.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. We really do just love you guys. And we love you guys to hop into the live chat. You know, we are interested to know all of your thoughts.
Because I know you shady people have opinions on this wedding situation.
I know. We are interested to know. So, now moving along, Bree and Emily. Okay, so Bree decides to record a solo single, and she doesn't tell Emily. Now, before I get into the rest, should she have told Emily that she was going to do a solo? What do you guys think? Lauren, Lexi, you're shaking your head like yes?
I definitely think it should have been communicated. Yeah, I mean, look at the city girl. Like, when JT went to jail, I'm sure they had an understanding, like, okay, you're going to continue to carry the group while I'm away. And I feel like that could have been the same conversation that they had. I'm pregnant. You can continue to do certain things with the group. And then when things get back to normal, we can regroup. But to not tell her just makes it seem like you're trying to do it behind her back. And I don't think that was her intention. I just think she didn't know how she was going to take it.
Yeah, I think she was just afraid to tell her, and I can kind of see why, knowing both of their personality types. But I do think she should have communicated it, because they are partners, they are team members, and they're friends. So it definitely does feel sneaky when you sneak behind her back. And then the irony of the song being called "Moving On" is just even worse.
I was going to ask you, so, okay, what do you think that's about? Because we know Emily asked her, like, what? And she kind of gave her a watered-down answer, but... What do y'all think? You think Bree throwing shots?
No, I think if anything, she's just moving on for, like, her own stage. That might include Emily leaving you in the past, but I think she's just trying to, you know, find her voice. She's moving on from, like, not having a voice, from being passive. That's what I'm going to say.
She probably should have chose a different title. Because you're already being sneaky, and then you put that, it's like, okay.
But then when you don't write it yourself, you probably don't get to choose the title.
Very true.
When
you're just reading the page, it's just a bad coincidence.
That's true. That's so true. So, you know, I was wondering if Bree did that just because how Emily was acting in the past. Like, I feel like Bree would have told her, but I think Bree didn't tell her just because how Emily was being shady to her and doing stuff behind her back. That probably was driving the reason why I'm not going to tell her, because I'm going to just try to play that game.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So,
because it seemed like when she did do the song, there was kind of tension between them. So at the time, it probably was like, I'm gonna do this too. And now that they're back cool, she realizes, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done it that way, and did it behind her back. So that's a good point too.
You know what I don't understand in this situation? Why does Emily have so much mistrust for Juicy, but she continues to work with her? Because she immediately is like, well, did Juicy put you up to it? Like, at every turn, Emily is questioning Juicy's like, you know, her credentials, her intentions. Like, why have you signed a deal with her if you don't trust your old manager?
That's true. And so I had a question. So you guys said that, you know, Bree should have told Emily, but Emily was being shady in the past. So maybe that's why Bree didn't tell her. So do you think Emily has a right to be upset, being that she did the same thing to Bree, or should Emily just kind of let it go, or is she right to be upset about it?
I think the way they handled it, like, okay, we were both wrong, let's move on, is the right way. Like, it's definitely like you wronged me, I wronged you, now let's stop here, we're on the same page now.
And I was really proud of them for that, because I was expecting it to be a big blow up when she found out, but they actually handled it very maturely, and it shows that they really are true friends, I think.
Yes. Okay, well, shout outs to the cheeks working it out, okay? So, speaking of the cheeks, Emily, she goes to her doctor's visit, and she finds out that she's going to have a little person, but it's going to be a healthy baby. So we're excited and happy about that. And so, well, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get into our news and gossip, guys, because this is so interesting. So, news and gossip, we have our wonderful Lauren, go ahead, hit us with the news and gossip.
Hey guys, so speaking of Emily, she recently posted a video coming home from like a long day in a stew, as the kids say, and her baby, and here it is.
Yes. Play that video. Aww.
Yep. We just got on
He
the-
looks like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said she wouldn't change anything in the world from the single mother life.
And that video is from her live. So this was
we go
her
to
live
sleep,
on
and then we
Instagram.
have to wake up.
So cute.
Congrats to her.
Congrats. Yes,
Yeah.
Emily.
The only question I have,
Girl, go ahead. Ask that question.
I think that we're all wondering is why is her baby African American?
Yeah.
We know why her baby's African American because the daddy is African
But
American.
why did she choose to be artificially inseminated by? I'm just curious as to why.
Yeah, I do have questions about that though, like why they went the embryo route, and was it just an artificial insemination? Well, it was that, but did she just pick from a random sperm bank, or is it someone that she knows? Is it a boyfriend, and she just had to do it that way in order to have the baby? Because she lost the baby in the past, so maybe they told her the only way that she could do it is if she did it that way. But we want to know who the daddy is.
Right, because like you said, she didn't have the baby the regular way. So you picked out African American semen.
Well, it could be her man. She could be dating someone black. Or it could be like I said, just a random sperm bank.
Hopefully it's like a friend or something, because otherwise, I don't know, I would love to know why you chose, because you're not African American, like why I want to be, and not that you just adopted a kid you were passionate about, you fell in love with this child, you took a foster child in, I don't know, it's just very
Picked
interesting.
a specific sperm.
Yeah.
Girl. No.
When your older daughter, she isn't, like, I don't know, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
The justification.
We're going to research this. Let us know in the live chat as well, guys. We are reading your comments, and we are interested to know what you guys are thinking.
Yeah, just curious.
Yes. And so she had her baby. And so next topic is that new body she got.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Nowadays people do accuse people of body surgery, so we want to be, we want to tiptoe around that topic. But she did reference it, and here's a clip of how she looks now.
Yes. Oh, look at that stomach.
Yeah, she got the
Look
work
at that
done belly
stomach.
button. All the belly buttons
Look
be
at
looking like that.
Yo, look at her breasts. She said she wanted to get her breasts done. Her breasts looking more. Well, there could be milk in the breast as well, so we're not sure. But she definitely, your body don't look like that after a baby.
I mean, the baby, he's saying some kind of noises. It's been a couple months.
That
Yeah,
stomach
he's
is
definitely
on
like
flat.
at least like a good 4 or 5 months old. But
Then if she breastfed,
the belly
you lose
button
the
is
weight.
what's doing it for me. Cause sometimes you can notice the way their belly buttons look. That it's because they took some fat out and put it somewhere else.
Interesting,
But
I
I
never
don't
knew
wanna
that.
assume.
So,
She could have been in the gym with Juicy.
Guys, let us know. What do y'all think? Did she get that surgery she was talking about? Because, a couple episodes back on our after show, she had posted something on her Instagram saying that she was interested in getting liposuction, getting her breasts done. So we want to know, did she or?
I don't know about like the signs and like the belly button theories, but I think she probably did, because she definitely has the means to do so. I mean, if you can get in vitro and be inseminated, ain't nothing to go ahead and go in there and get some lipo. So I wouldn't be surprised. And if that's what makes you happy, do it.
Do it, yes. And so to backtrack in our live chat, Miss Echo, she said that Emily's ex said he would, donate, but he wouldn't raise the baby. So I guess it was her ex's sperm. That's what they said in the live
that makes
chat.
so much
Thanks for
more
that
sense.
answer. That's
Yeah,
good to
he
know.
basically donated his bodily fluids. for
So the same
cause.
father of her baby JJ.
I guess so.
That's beautiful. That
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense. I get it.
Yeah. So Miss
get
Echo, these better be facts, okay, girl? Don't
Echo.
be making us stuff
That's
now.
so sad though. Like,
Why?
I mean, I get you want to have a baby, but you're basically placing yourself in a position where that baby will never have a relationship with their father on purpose. Like, you knew ahead of time, like, okay, if I use this sperm to get pregnant, I just know I'm going to be raising this baby by myself. And it's like, is that something you really want to do?
But that's kind of what everybody does if they go to a sperm bank.
Yeah.
Or if they like set out to, just solely have a donor and a donor only. But that is definitely something to consider.
So weird for that father to just be like, oh, I know I got a baby out there, but I ain't going to take care of it. Here you go. Like,
Especially saying in their case that he already knows her, so then to do it's not like it's just somebody random at a facility, but it's like, yeah, I know you have my baby, but I will not. Yeah, that
would not be a part of it.
But even with JJ, remember that season, he didn't really seem like he really was that into that pregnancy either. So,
girl, these dudes.
And he ain't that cute. Okay, but his family was really nice though, so I wouldn't be surprised if his mother and his sister looked that baby up, because the baby's probably gonna be like, hey,
I hope
one day they would definitely embrace him even if the father doesn't.
Yeah, no, I agree. And so one of our next clips, the Cheeks, new song. So we're gonna take a little sneak peek. They got a new song out. We're gonna see what everyone thinks about it. Go ahead, hit that clip.
No hands. ATL Jacob. All that ass make 'em bring them big band. In the club throwing dubs as a big band. Make that ass clap using no hands. Make that ass clap using no hands. Bring them bands out, gotta bring them bands out. Show what you about when you bring them bands out.
I could twerk to this.
I mean,
I can see myself twerking to this.
Because it's ATL Jacob's work. Like, we can all twerk to everything
twerking right now.
creates.
All of these songs sound the same. Is it just me? It sounds just like Project
similar.
X. It's just
this song is lit, y'all.
Because
I know what
all
y'all
the same
talking about.
producer, but y'all paying ATL Jacob and his beautiful queen girlfriend, who actually went to Clark. I don't know, you know her? What's her name? It escapes me right now. But she's a beautiful queen. She's a nice lady.
This song
and
lit.
they're paying their bills because the twins, the Cheeks.
well, he's making that same one song.
That's
for
what I'm
them.
saying. He's literally doing
it's
no
all
effort.
Atlanta twerking the club music, but I mean, hey, you do what works for
Shout
you.
out to ATL Jacob. We know he's gotten several checks from them.
Yeah.
Just from this. So
What y'all think about that song, guys? Let us know.
Let us know what y'all think.
I did think it was interesting on the cover art though that you could only Emily's looking at the camera, Bree's like looking down. It's like, who picked that cover art? Y'all couldn't get one when they were both looking up and looking cute.
You know, we have no idea.
Don't lose your voice, Bree.
Well, that wraps up our news and gossip. And now, moving on to our tweets. Lexi, what kind of tweets you got for us today, girl? What's going on Twitter?
I got a lot of juicy tweets. Y'all was really tweeting today. Some were really positive, some not so much. We're going to start with the positive. We have at JadaPoo32. Listen, tears over here for Amanda and Jordan. Beautiful wedding. It was meant to be this way. Congratulations. And I'm assuming when she says it was meant to be this way, that it was meant for it to only be their wedding. And I completely agree.
Yes.
I'm glad that she was able to have that moment for herself.
Agreed.
For sure. Okay, so the next one is a not so positive one from at Fendi Williams. It says, Andrea isn't wife material though. She can't even have a conversation without arguing, crying, or throwing a tantrum. Just because you have kids with someone doesn't mean you're meant to marry each other.
True. Agreed.
I don't think she's not wife material. Like, how
Yeah.
do you know her
I'm
life?
talking about the last part. Just because you have kids don't mean you have to marry
Yeah.
them.
I just feel like this person is basically just putting all the blame on Andrea.
Yeah.
Like Chris
Chris
was
is a
great
terrible
guy.
person.
Yeah, like he's not
Yeah.
husband material for sure.
Yeah, true.
And we have someone who kind of has the same opinion at I2 Vulgar. It says, Andrea, you treated that man like trash. He reached out and you ignored him. Now you're upset he didn't show up. Sis, why would he? To be embarrassed and called a bum again?
He is a bum.
Are they Team Chris or something?
It seems like
I
they're
think
Team
Chris is making accounts.
I
Chris,
know.
is that you?
Chris made a ghost.
Who is Team Chris? Is that a guy or a girl? Who wrote that tweet?
I want to know when she treated him like trash, and I want to know when he reached out and she ignored him.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
don't know if we
God.
missed
From
that.
what we saw in this episode, there's no way he would have reached out and she would have ignored anything, because she made it seem like if he would have walked through them doors, she would have ran to him with open arms. So,
Girl, they over here tripping.
That's Chris. That is Chris.
Chris, I feel like a dude wrote that.
Yeah.
There's no girl, a female did not write that.
Probably
tell
a
who it
man that did someone dirty.
Who
and
is
then
a bum.
Yeah, who is a bum, and his girl finally got it together and left.
Yo,
So now he's lashing out.
Bums are always agreeing with other bums. I need a club.
it's a bum club.
Mm.
So we got at Avocado Tabs. It says, this whole wedding is not even focused on the bride. Selfish Andrea. Amanda would never let her issues cause that if the roles were reversed.
What?
I don't agree. I thought she actually handled it very well. I thought she was very supportive of her sister.
Yes.
Don't y'all agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
What show are they watching?
Yeah, I don't get it
Who
either.
wrote that, a girl or a guy?
Someone named Tabby.
I think it was a girl, but
You know
still,
what?
like, if anything, it's just because Amanda kept checking on her, but that's just because of the relationship that they have.
Yeah.
Like, and even when she went out to her, she wasn't crying, which is hard for both of them.
Yeah.
And she was just like, yeah, I'm happy for you. Like, I think
I
don't
think
know
she
what they're
handled
watching.
it very well regarding the circumstances. She just got broken up
Yes.
with. It was supposed to be her wedding too, and now she's about to, as she says, possibly lose her sister and watch her get married to someone else who was supposed to be her. Like, for all of that to be happening, I think she did a great job being there for her
agreed.
sister. I thought she was being super supportive, but
Agreed.
Tabby doesn't agree.
We'll take about like 3 more tweets.
Okay. It says, at Samuela, how you want to be back with him, but you're not going to text him at all. Plus, you called off the wedding. This makes no sense, Andrea.
guys, who are you? Like, who are these people? He's supposed to, like, show his effort and follow her. See, this is a problem. Whoever you can't rely on in your life is draining you.
Oh, yes.
That's scripture. That's some TD Jakes for that.
That is. That's true.
So
That's
true. She's not supposed to, like, even if she wants him there, he's supposed to prove himself to her. Like, guys, who's writing these tweets? Y'all need some self-worth, too. Okay, some self-esteem in here.
Okay, this next one is my favorite one because I was thinking the same thing when I was watching it. It's from at Jaleesa, such a lady. So that was a great speech you prepared, Minnie. Minnie sat in that last episode like, I had this great speech prepared, crying how she should be maid of honor, and then she said like 2 words.
I was thinking the same thing. I was hoping they just edited it down, but she literally was like, I love you guys, and we see the love, and I love you.
Yeah. Maybe she was like, look, I ain't maid of honor no more, so I'm not going to give my good maid of honor speech.
Probably, because she is that petty. Actually, let's go with that one.
Well.
And then the last one, because I also wanted to know this one, from at Caribbean Sue. It says, why? Well, Beer wasn't at the wedding, though. And we want to know, too.
Where was she
Where
at?
was
Because she was at the proposal. Like, when they
You know what, guys? Maybe a Bureau's with Bump Man bumping somewhere.
Oh, she was bumping all right.
That could have been a Bureau.
I mean, we're going to possibly see more of that. But
I hope they say it in the next episode. Where was she at?
Yeah, she was on.
She probably definitely is gonna feel away, which I kind of went to. You gonna bite the freaking cheeks?
You don't think she was invited? I think she was invited.
I don't think she would not show
They've been
up.
friends.
Maybe she was invited, but she didn't have a +1 because she wanted to bring Bumpman. So she said, if Bumpman ain't coming, I ain't coming.
Been bumped that wedding, yeah. I don't think she was invited.
Yeah.
Because I don't see why she wouldn't attend.
Yeah.
First off, a beer loves camera time.
Yeah.
She has the most to
needed-
gain from. Yeah, she has the most to gain from it.
Yeah.
That's real shady. Y'all label mates, technically.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out next episode.
I
hope so. And before we go, guys, of course, we have to show y'all pictures from the wedding. You guys, we want to show you guys a picture of Amanda and Jordan. So,
And to
their
think
wedding was so beautiful, guys.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about how Amanda looked in her wedding dress. She looked so gorgeous. What do you guys think about her wedding
It was
dress?
so tailored, so nice to her as well. She looked beautiful.
Yeah, everybody looked really pretty.
Yeah. I love that Minnie added that light brown. Because at first, when they were talking, her hair looked kind of like... But then when she added all the hair and, like, it was a little bit more... Yeah, she looked nice.
Yeah.
They all look good.
Yeah, it was
Jordan's
so
sister
beautiful.
is cute, too.
Oh, yeah,
That
she
was our
really
first time seeing her, I
And
think.
their makeup was... their makeup was so gorgeous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
Monty looked
loved it.
nice. Probably the night... Like, I felt like she looked better than she did on her own wedding.
Oh
She
my
looked really
gosh.
nice. Is that bad?
Oh, my God.
Is no
Money
one else
may not
thinking
like
that?
hearing that, but I don't disagree.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. I love the dresses and the wedding colors and stuff. So, yeah, that was really cute. And well, you guys, just in case, we'll definitely keep you guys updated with these pictures, guys. Just in case we don't get them to you guys today, we will have them for you next week, though. So make sure you tune in next week because they are on their Instagram pages and they looked absolutely gorgeous, guys. So, predictions, guys. Predictions for next episode. Lexi?
I think there's going to be some type of fallout due to Abira not being at the wedding. Either Abira wasn't invited and she's upset that she wasn't invited, or she was invited and the twins are going to be upset that she wasn't there.
Okay, Lauren?
Yeah, took the words out of my mouth, really. I do think we're going to see Abira and Bumpman bumping. And then, Juicy and
I don't
Minnie.
want to see them bumping.
We're going to see it. And then Juicy and Minnie haven't argued in a while, so that's coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I want Abira to come back next episode. I want it to be a reason about why she wasn't at that wedding, because I feel like I need to know the answer to that. So yeah, I'm curious to know what happened with that. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This basically wraps up our wonderful show. And as always, you can catch us here next Thursday, same time, same place. I'm AJ. Follow me on Instagram at Crimson Pearl, and check out my YouTube channel, AJ Talks. Lauren.
Hey guys, it's Lauren Mayo. Follow me on Instagram at Lauren Out Loud and on YouTube at Lauren Mayo.
Lex.
And it's Alexis, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Lexi Fierce.
Well, guys, that's it. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Buzz you later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.